Afternoon, everyone. So I wanted to introduce you to the Ieshka that tried to push me out of a cave when I was examining his very nicely woven grass sandals that he was making. So this is what that Ieshka young juvenile male looked like. He had kind of chocolate brown to maybe gray tinted hair. It looked like he had some silver pointing to his hair, tipping or something. Made him kind of look shiny-ish. So he comes around the end of the little cave, caught me looking at his grass-woven sandals, and uh, took this arm and just tried to boot me out. He just shoved me by the shoulder a little bit, made me slide down the hill a bit, and he didn't look too happy. So this is the memory of the glare he was giving me, like, "What are you doing?" And then this last year, I got a picture of another creature, another cryptid of some kind in the area. Fits the description of what my mother called a grandfather. But I don't think these two creatures are genetically related. They don't look enough alike to be genetically related. But the term grandparent could be in the same tribe, Ieshka. But the term grandparent usually means elder, also just a person that's teaching you, a wise person. So these two different races could potentially have some sort of relationship, be it a working relationship, a guiding. Maybe this species helps this species out. I don't know. My mother, though, on her turnout, described the grandfather of the little group that she was with as looking similar to this, and she claimed that he was still considered Ishka. So the only thing I can think of is maybe they are the same tribe, though they're not the same race. Because I don't think they could genetically reproduce. But who knows? I'm not there to make those kinds of judgments. I am here to ask a few questions, because what my mother described of the individual, he was very old, he was gray, he looked very human, he was about 6 foot in height, he had bumps over his brow ridges, and he had little tusks in front of his ears, is how she described him, and he had a ponytail braided. Sometimes he'd wear it as a bun, and he would pull all of the hair out that was shorter from over his brow ridge, round behind his ears, and down across the back of his neck to accentuate the fact that he has a ponytail. So this individual was part of her teachers, and she claimed that he didn't have as much body hair as the other Ieshka. He definitely had a more human physique, and being slightly taller. She said he had tan brown-ish skin, like a dark suntan, whereas these guys have more darker skin, like grayish. So the only other thing is my native grandmother claimed there were tribes of people that had horns, or that had tusks, or had both, and that they were known to Native Americans by different tribal names, or different, descriptive names. Turn of the century, there were some of these skeletons found, potentially 6 skeletons found of men like this, back east around the Greater Lakes area. They were loaded on a train destined for the Smithsonian, and somehow they disappeared off the train during transport. So the supposed skeletons, all 6 of them, never made it to the Smithsonian. The skeletons were reported to be all male, and they were between 6 and 7 feet in height, and described as having, a couple of them had horns, and 3 or 4 of them had tusks, and one was considered as having bumps with tusks. So it kind of fits the description of this guy. So I'm wondering if there are any current sightings of anything like this, or if there's any tribal lore from back east anywhere, because I know they're here on the West Coast. I have the picture of the one here in Oregon, and my mother's turnout was in California, so they've got to be in California as well. I'm just wondering what that species might be, and what's its relation to these guys here. So anyway, I think I would throw that out, and if there's anybody who's got anything about these guys, I'm really curious what they are, because I don't know enough about them. Thank you for your time, and appreciate the fact that you have an interest in my content. Have a great day. Have a great work week.